Well, I'm back. I'm Ari, and this channel still doesn't have a name. Probably gonna be AR1 Voyant, though. We'll see. If you're wondering why I'm glowing weird like here, that would be because I've got two sense skills on right now, and if I wanted to turn them off, I could have, but then I'd have to turn them back on. I didn't really see the point, so yeah, I glow in third person, I guess. Right now, we are at a Charybdis cave. On this server, there are a few marked on the in the Discord channel for people to find, coordinate-wise. I'm at a new one because I'm going to need one for this current prestige run. I'm not going to kill a Charybdis today. Just wanted to grab this, and I will show you. I've got my coordinates up here, and I'll show you what it looks like outside. Just run up this cave, fly a bit. There we go. This cave is pretty easy to spot from above because of the big flat land behind it, but it's in a dark forest area. Easy enough to find. So, as far as that goes, that's one of the important things I need to get out of the way today. The next is some basic things. Since the last time I recorded, I got named when I got to around 100k EP, and I got up to 1 million. That way, it forced my first evolution. Okay. So that ringing was pillagers. It's from Danger Sense. But in any case, the naming happened, so I shot up quite a bit there. Before I even try to evolve anymore, I do need to kill more bosses, but I'm gonna hold off on that because I'm gonna try to awaken as a true hero before I evolve again, so that my health is lower at the moment. Because in order to evolve as a true hero, you need to be below 25% of your health, fighting a boss that is at 50% health, and then you need to heal. It's a whole process. I've never done it before. I'm going to try and do it. So I might find an orc lord and make it a disaster today, because I need to do that too. And see if the disaster can do that. What else? I put all my summons up, and I ate them with a predator in order to get a bunch of resistances and nullifications for free, so some of the elemental ones. That's about it, though, I think, yeah. Other than mastering Predator, I think that's all I did while I was off. We are going to go back to... Actually, no, we're going to go straight to... a plat. We go to Dragon King, and hope that no one's here. Someone's here. We're gonna go to PSIs instead then, and hope that no one's here. A lot of arrows, but I don't see any person. Oh, okay. Just fly around really fast. Yeah, it doesn't look like anyone's here. Perfect. So while I look around here, I'm probably going to fast forward a bit, unless I have something notable to say. Spawn rates, if the spawns aren't good enough, I might call it for today and do something else, and then come back later. But we'll see. I need practice with fast forwarding videos anyway, so we're going to see how this goes. I'm going to mute myself while I fly around here. Okay. Spawns seem to be a little bit low, so I'm going to just take this Charybdis Core out, and I'm going to show how to fill it with EP for people who aren't familiar with Tintura. All you really need to do is place it down close to creatures, and if they're within 16 blocks of it when they die, all their EP will be absorbed into the core. You can shift-click it to pick it up easy. It's easy enough. If you get spiders like this, they give quite a good amount of EP. We go right into there. We're already at 15,000. To get it to activate and be able to spawn a Charybdis, you need to have it up at 100,000. So, quite a bit more. If I was confident in my ability to kill a Charybdis at this stage of the game, I would take this and try to use it to get my true hero awakening, but Charybdis flies and stops flying. Well, cancels out your flight. I don't have enough EP to counteract that at the moment, so I would be in a very bad spot. However, that is completely fine. Oh. That's fun. Someone showed up. They've got magic jamming on, so I can't fly right now. Okay, they're gone. Fixed. Generally, people are pretty respectful, but it's hard to tell. I mean, all the plats are basically public use. I might make my own eventually. How close are we? 34,000? Okay. While we're doing this, I will, I guess, talk on other things. For anyone who might be a little disappointed that I haven't been recording since I started playing the server, which I am. I am kind of disappointed in myself that I missed the beginning progression stages. This server, when the base Tintura mod updates to a newer version of Minecraft, which it's going to do, probably in a few months. It's not actually confirmed on a timeline yet. The server will update and do a full wipe, and if this gets enough attention, I will start from scratch when the wipe rolls around. So that's an option. Or, if not, I could also end up setting up my own server, maybe get a few friends, maybe just play single, and try to mimic some of the setups for getting skills and prestiging manually, but that's fine when there's less people to handle, and just play on my own. I know with a server like this, it's a lot easier to confirm that I'm not spawning things in, because I can't. But it's an option as well. And I've thought about it before. I might have a few friends who would be interested in playing. Beyond that, I'm not quite sure, so I might fast forward a bit through this. I'm going to mute myself, and then I'll come back when the Charybdis Core is filled. Or if something else happens. Okay, we're back. This is really strange. Spawns are usually way better than this. My best guess is that someone on the server is maybe flying around a lot, or traveling through the elemental realm at high speed, for example. And that might be ruining the server TPS. Which is unfortunate, and kind of ruins the idea of waiting on a boss spawn. So, we're going to go back home, and I'm going to try something else out. Because we don't need a lot more EP on this. Just a couple thousand. And sometimes I get normal spawns out here, and I can try to use all of them. However, I think we're also going to try out one of these in here. Perhaps. You see, I have never actually taken time to try buying one of these abilities before, because I wanted to save them for a better day, for when I like fully lock in and don't plan on resetting anymore. However, there is one in here. I've got a lot of extras, multiples of many. So if we go to Otherworld or Shop, let's see, maybe Observer, maybe Healer. How much Mai do I have? Only 6? Okay, I don't have enough to double up on her. So we're going to try, because I don't care about Thrower at all, we're going to take 4 of this dude, and we're going to see how this works. Because I want to know if it gives a token or if it just gives the skill outright. Okay. It doesn't look like it took much on the way of EP to learn it, so that's fine. Yeah, it just gives it. That is unfortunate, so we can't just stock up the tokens with those. Okay, good to know. That is a question I've been having for a while, because I've never used the heads. I've also got some of these boss heads in here that I want to use at some point. I used a couple of them in a bit of a dumb way. The tokens I have here are Usurper and Envy, if anyone was wondering if they saw these. I got those from the Vote Crate. But for Boss Shop, you can just go here. And they've only got 5. So for carrying, you can get Royal Beast, which is okay. You can also get an Earth Spirit Greater, his weapon, or Battle Will manuals. Luminous has Night Rose, which is a very good sword, baseline. Has EP Drain 2, naturally. You can get Zane Blood, not Royal Blood. The Lust unique, or a Greater Light Spirit. Hinata has 2 heads for Mathematician, 1 head for Usurper. You can also get Light Spirits, her armor, her weapons. Shizu has Degenerate, which I was saving for. I had enough heads for, but on my previous Prestige, I wanted to get Spirits because I was having a hard time awakening, so I bought the Spirit instead, which was a bad choice, but too late. For Rimuru heads, you can get his Sword, Greater Water Spirit, Slime Cores, or Predator with 3 heads, or Great Sage with 8 heads. I'm trying to save for Great Sage when I finally decide to lock in. And waiting here did not help. We did not get any spawns. I think there is, however, some monster spawners down here. So this is my last bet before I might get off for now and come back to record later, or I might just fast forward some building. Who knows? We'll see. This is where I've been mining out Deep Slate, for reference. But that's not too important. I've got this whole area down here. Where are the spawners? I know there's a couple. There's a dragon den in there, but there was no dragon, sadly. Most of the dragons on this server have already been slain. Oh, that's what I'll do. If I don't find one of these mob spawners, I'll go and try and hatch my red dragon egg. So in that case, I would want dragon meal, so I should actually go back down here and open this up to get some bones. let's get right in here. Oh, can't break that. Throw those out, and I will go through here, grab all this. Well, no bones. No bones. Okay, there we are. Because I want to get dragons and eventually breed them at some point, and I don't want to wait for growth forever. However, I've only got one egg because I ended up selling my other two off that I didn't care as much about. I had 2 bronze eggs and a red. We can go buy eggs. There's a shop that's usually stocked on like every kind of egg. But now that we've done that, let's go look for the spawner again. But I do have a red egg, and I want to hatch that, and I wanted to keep it, because, I don't know, I felt like red looks better than bronze. That's an opinion. Let's see. Nothing. I don't think this is working out very well. The only reason I knew there was much down here was my first playthrough of this was on the wisp folk species. Oh, here we are. That should help. And the wisp folk species has a flight mechanic that allows them to phase through walls. There, we got an active core now. So I flew around down here, found a bunch of the dragon caves. There's 3 in the area. And I think there's 2 or 3 spawners, a skeleton and a zombie and a spider, I think, if I remember correctly. But let's try for the egg. I have... Hold on, put all this stuff away. Oh, it's filled up on gold. So we can do this. Clear up some space. I should really upgrade my chests very soon here. But we can grab our egg, the horn, and the staff of command. Flint and steel, because you need to burn these guys. There we are. It takes a while for them to hatch, so I should get netherrack, but I'm just going to do this, because I don't want to go looking for it right now. Yeah, 5. So we do that. Do I have... I guess we'll do it here. Nothing should burn here. Now this can take a few minutes, so I'm going to wait and we're going to see. So while we do this, I'm going to talk for a bit here on future channel stuff. I do plan to play other things than Minecraft. Of course. This was just something easy to hop into for starting. I might do playthroughs of some older games. I might do playthroughs of most of the Resident Evil games because I really like the franchise. I don't have Dead Space, but I might get the remake and play that too. I know these are older. Everyone's seen them already. But I like them. That's what's important to me. Beyond that, I could play some of the Souls games. I'm not good at them. I'm not super knowledgeable at them, but I do have a few. And I've never finished any of them. So, if people want to watch a complete beginner, basically, at Souls games, try to play through all of them, I might start on Elden Ring, and then if it goes well, I'll go back to Dark Souls 1 and work my way up. I might do Demon Souls as well. Fully up to how well they do statistic-wise. I'm not hoping for much. Just a few views here and there will be enough for me. Beyond the gaming side of things, I have another channel that I'm probably going to start posting world-building stuff on for a world that I love to write for. I write on quite a lot. I spend a lot of my days doing that. It might also become a D&D thing, or other TTRPGs. It could be Pathfinder, Even Lancer, I've thought about Lancer before. Really cool mech setting. So I've got a lot of ideas, but I love writing. It's amazing. And to fit in with the writing and maybe some lore videos for the world that I have been crafting for so long, I might do a series in Minecraft, because I like to build in Minecraft too. I'm not a good artist. Drawing wise, that wouldn't work out well. But I could record building videos. It might be a full series with other things going on in it too. But part of it will be maybe getting all the fixing, like all the build mods into a server, into a world, and sculpting out cities and towns and trying to make the world fit the map. So I might have to do some world edit stuff to do bigger scale terrain alteration. But it could be very fun to try and build parts of the map of my world in Minecraft. I mean, it could be a thing. Tie in my writing and my gaming channel. We'll see. These eggs can take like 5 minutes to hatch. It's pretty annoying sometimes. We'll see. Luckily, I do have extra looting levels from the Ring of 7 Curses. And I get pretty good pork drops from orcs. So to make dragon meal, you need raw meat and bones. So I'll be able to get the raw meat easily enough. On top of that, I don't know what else. I'm missing a lot of my prestige requirements here, but I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna stick to True Hero this time. I don't want to cave and buy a Marionette Heart and become a Majin. But if I just can't get it to work, I might eventually. If I get down to having every prestige requirement met and don't have Awakening yet, I might cave and do the Marionette Heart thing, because you can get them in the. I think I said this in the first recording, but for some reason they're in the farming tab of the shop, the very last page. You can buy them in here. I do have the money for it. I might buy. You know what? We're gonna buy it now. I'm not gonna use it. I just want to have one on hand. And if people buy them too often, the price goes up a bit. So right now it's at its baseline, and I want to get that now. We will put it in my ender chest, up with my money, and we'll keep it like that. We're not going to use it. I'm going to just keep it saved for maybe my next prestige. We'll see. I guess I can walk around and show my pets off while I wait for that as well, since I said I was going to do it in my first video and I just didn't. I have an Amphitheater from Ice and Fire Dragons as well. I got it really early on because my first base area was close to a jungle, and I used the naming from Tinshura to just grab it really fast. It's pretty fun. You can fly around on it easily enough. I have an orc named Geld, after the Reincarnated as a Slime series themselves. I gave him a dead end rainbow because I've just got extra stuff from various prestiges. And I gave him full Charybdis armor. Egg is fine. We have a. I don't remember what they're called. Hellmoth, maybe? I had 2 caterpillars spawn next to me, and I just named one of them. I endowed it, so that's why it's got pretty high EP. I just have it. It's not super useful to me. And I've got a big direwolf that I named after a lovely dog I had in real life, who is no longer with us, but it's fine. Happened a while ago. But this is fun. Very big dog. You can ride around on him, and if you press R, the racial scalability, you can use their howl, But I think that covers it for my subordinates, my minions. And I might just fast forward until this hatches now. So, see you in a moment. You're back? Okay. So I can... Oh, I forgot about that. Hold on. Shift. Shift this. Okay. I need to give you a name, but I don't know what your statistics are. What are you? Okay, I can name him here. Okay, actually cancel. What? I wish I could see. Are you male or female? This is a problem. Oh. I forgot that I've got auto smelt on that. I don't need that. Okay, why can't I see? Oh, there we are. It took a while. Female. Okay. So, perhaps we're doing it. We're gonna name this dragon Hestia. Because I am unoriginal and don't know what I'm doing. I'm gonna see what happens if I endow. Command staff. Stay. So, endowing, ooh, did actually work. That put her health way up for a tier 1 dragon. Stage 1. She's hungry, she's got a lot of health, pretty good armor. Let's feed, okay. She's been fed. Let us... Whew. You know, we're gonna do it. We're gonna make a lot of dragon meal right now. Well, we're gonna see how much I can make. Can I do it with rotten flesh? This is a good question. I think it... Let's see. Dragon meal is 5 bones, meat. Okay. Let's do the meat first, because that's easier to split into 4. Can't do it with rotten flesh. Okay. Fair enough. Then we are going to use... We're going to use my own. We're going to use my meat, my food. It's fine. I'll live. It's worth it. Let's do this. I think we're going to stick with 12 for now. We've got more bones. Hold on. We'll turn the steak too. Sure. Get some extra. There we go. So we can put 14... Oh, she fell. That is unfortunate. But fine. I need to remember that if you jump or fall too much, it doesn't work. But we're just going to do all of this. There we go. Oh, did that reset her health? Can I rename her? No. I should have waited. It's fine. Can I still grab her? Yeah, I can. Nice. Look at that. Nice dragon. Okay. So we've got the dragon now. Let's drop her. Did that lower your hunger at all? No, you're good. So, let's make her some armor really fast, actually. So I think I can... I definitely have enough diamond to make diamond dragon armor. It's worth it. Dragon armor can go up to... Oh, fire dragon steel. I might want to do that eventually, but we're going to do diamond for now. It's going to cost a bit, but that's fine. Head first. Neck. Body. and tail, which is easy enough. Yeah, we're good on diamond. There we go. Put that stuff in there, and we're going to give you your armor now. There we go. I don't think I like how the diamond looks on her. The fire dragon steel might be better, but for now, this is Hestia. And this is, I guess I just need to get a female egg next, male dragon next. Yeah, we're going to do that. Hold on a moment. We're going to take Hestia in here for now. And since spawn rates are atrocious at the moment, and my plans to do my True Hero Awakening aren't going to work out very well, and we need something to do here. I did a lot of fast forwarding. I might cut out the flying around bits, but we'll see. We're going to go to Evo items, because they have dragon eggs in stock fairly often. They can be a little expensive. This is all they've got here, first level. But for now, we're gonna go down. Actually, hold on. What heads do they have? Nothing that I want. Dragon eggs. As you can see, they are stocked up. The prices aren't too bad. Their fire eggs are the most taken. Let's buy a few. Let's get a gray. Let's see. I've never had a lightning dragon before, so let's get both of these. Because amethyst and electric blue are nice. I like them. And I think this and this. And we'll hope for a male and female of each of those. This is why I save up on money. We're not going to hatch them because I don't have the resources for everything yet. I don't have extra like dragon horns and stuff like that. But it is good to have those stocked up. And for breeding dragons, for reference, I'm pretty sure you need these mixtures made out of fire lilies. If you do uses, you get fire lily blaze rod for fire lily mixture. Prismarine crystals, which should be easy because there's guardian farms. And chorus fruit for lightning. Okay. Here's a question before I get off. Can we buy the lilies? This is very important. We can buy chorus fruit, but not popped. I think it needs to be popped. We could buy a lot of raw meat if we wanted to do that, but that's not what we're looking for. It's not going to be there. It's not going to be there. It's not looking like it's possible, which is kind of a shame, but not too surprising, I guess. Unfortunate. One more check through. Okay. That kind of sucks. I think there are skills that can cause creatures to go into their breeding cycle too, though. So I might be able to get one of those later on. But for now, we've got eggs that we can hatch. I'm going to put them in this backpack and hope that they don't get ruined. I am not going to put Hestia in a backpack because I do not trust that they won't get deleted. She's going to stay right there with that. And to end off this video, now that we've got Hestia, and this video's already been all over the place, so I might as well make it a little bit more chaotic, we're going to go to spawn and open my vote crates. I feel like we can get lucky. We got a dragon today. This This feels like a good time. While we're doing this, though, I will say another reason to breed dragons is in order to do certain dragon-based racial quests, like racial prestige stuff in this, you need to kill a number of ice and fire dragons. I think it's like 12 for the lesser dragon or something like that. And since everyone's basically killed all the dragons in the server already, the best way to do that is to breed them yourself. I don't feel great about, offing my own pets, but if I end up doing dragon in the future, it's kind of worthwhile. The first ones that I make, the first hatched dragons that I get, I will not be offing at all. And I might use them later to get their skills too, because I think dragons have good resistances and the likes. Ooh, a third oppressor. Okay, hold on. We're going to take a moment and look at this. It's been a while since I've gotten a skill token. I need to figure out where oppressor is, though. Right here. Oppressor. Passive toggle, makes gravity manipulation learnable. Okay, so it just gives gravity manipulation, which is insane. Immune to fall damage and simple projectiles when mastered. Very good. Repel. Okay, pushes away mobs that you're looking at. The longer it's held, the bigger it goes. You can adjust the range naturally. Pull things to you instead. Traps a mob the player is looking at inside a gravity field that reduces their movement to almost 0. Okay. Oh, and adds insanity. That can be pretty useful. I think insanity can do spiritual damage, if I remember correctly. If activated again while a mob is trapped, it deals damage. Can be done repeatedly. Okay. Increases the damage when mastered. And decreases the cooldown. Deals 100 damage to the mob the player is looking at and knocks them 10 blocks into the air. Okay. And then a forward teleport, basically. That's not bad. Hold on, let's put that in my ender chest. I'm happy to have that. There. Ooh, we should actually, since we're here, and I've kind of scuffed the entire video anyway, does Oppressor have a ultimate that would be useful? It does! Oppressor, Gravity Domination, Gravity Field, and Ranged Barrier. To get its ultimate. Which, it's I think it's Gojo from anime that I don't remember the name of. I didn't get much into it, but I think this is supposed to be Limitless from an anime. Which is kind of like how we've got... It's not active on this server, sadly, but Laverna is Sung Jin Woo from Solo Leveling. Which I read, so I do know that a little bit better. But Limitless, it's a passive toggle. Projectiles basically can't hit you at all. Okay, unless they're magic. You can't. No entity can walk in a 1 block radius from the user, and the user becomes immune to fall damage. Increased magic casting speed. Okay. Universal perception. Ooh, flight is not nullified by magic jamming. That's useful. I might actually want this later on. And then red, which does good damage. Blue, which also does good damage too. Okay. Purple. Requires charging. Does 5,000 damage? Oh. And it's affected by gravity manipulation. Gravity domination multiplies gravity damage by 4. That is insane damage. Costs 1 million NP to do. Fair enough. Yeah, you still get Believe. Okay. Get Freeze. You freeze the target in place completely with a press with this one. Inflicts gravity damage. Propel yourself at high speed, so it's still just teleport. Oh, you actually get the spatial motion teleport thing, too. That's pretty okay. I might want that. I don't mind that. If I can't figure out what other... Because the only ultimate I really want right now is Visiel, which is from Hidden Ruler. And it's useful. It's not, like, perfect, but you can temporarily copy any unique skill off of other people, so it's pretty okay. Since I got coins, we're going to go to the main world warp really fast so that I can show money conversion quickly. Because if you have 100 of any coin, I've currently got 128, you can upgrade it to the next stage, you get a silver instead. Easy enough. But we're going to go back home, we're going to deposit everything I just got, and we're going to call it. It's been a fair amount of recording time, and some of it's going to be shortened down by the fast forwarding, of course. We're going to throw this out because I have no need for this, and this. I've already got multiple spellbooks, and I don't need monster leather armor at all. We're going to put the... You know what? We're going to move my temporary money storage into this. I'll probably remember that. So, now that we are fairly far into a completely random recording that I did not expect to go the way that it did, we have a dragon, which I was not planning on. So, we're going to end off. We're going to pick the dragon up. Can I fly with it on without? Okay, yeah. Oh yeah, it's the crouching. So if I just cancel flight, there we go. So we've got dragon now. And I think this is a great place to leave off the most chaotic recording that I did not intend on. Rambled a bit, did a lot of random stuff, did not accomplish any of the things I meant to except for getting a Chary core. And with that, I will see you next time.